When most people think of Central America, their minds jump to Costa Rica's wildlife or Guatemala's ancient ruins. But nestled between these well-trodden paths lies a country that might just be the region's best-kept secret, Panama. Join us as we explore Panama, home to beautiful women, extraordinary quality of life, rich culture, and endless adventures. Picture this. You wake up in Panama City to the sound of tropical birds, step outside to grab fresh fruit from a street vendor, and realize your biggest decision of the day is whether to explore the historic cobblestone streets of Casco Viejo or take a quick trip to the mountains. This is daily life in Panama, where the pace follows what locals call the mañana principle, a beautifully flexible approach to time where tomorrow simply means not today. In urban areas, you'll find all the modern conveniences you're used to: reliable internet that actually works, clean drinking water straight from the tap, and infrastructure that rivals many developed nations. Yet step into the countryside, and you're transported to a world where cattle ranching and agriculture still define the rhythm of life, where traditions run deep, and where the concept of rushing simply doesn't exist. The workday starts early, but family remains the cornerstone of everything. Don't be surprised if business meetings pause for impromptu discussions about weekend family gatherings, or if your neighbor invites you over for an afternoon coffee that stretches into evening dinner. To understand Panama's unique character, you need to grasp its remarkable history as the crossroads of the world. Long before Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 16th century, indigenous tribes thrived on this land bridge between continents. But Panama's strategic location would prove to be both its greatest asset and its most complicated legacy. After breaking away from Spain in 1821, Panama briefly joined Gran Colombia before charting its own course to independence in 1903 with significant backing from the United States, who had their eyes on building something extraordinary: the Panama Canal. For nearly a century, the U.S. controlled the Canal Zone, creating a unique cultural blend that you can still experience today. When Panama finally regained full control in 1999, it inherited not just an engineering marvel, but a truly international identity. Walk through any Panamanian market and you'll witness a living tapestry of cultures. African rhythms blend with Spanish colonial architecture, while indigenous Kuna women sell their intricate molus textile art so vibrant it practically glows. This cultural fusion isn't just for show, it's woven into the very fabric of daily life. The historic district of Casco Viejo in Panama City tells this story in stone and mortar, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where centuries-old churches stand alongside trendy rooftop bars, where you can sip craft cocktails while watching ships queue up for the canal. The Caribbean fortifications of Portobello and San Lorenzo, also UNESCO sites, remind you that this country has always been at the center of global trade and cultural exchange. Panama's festivals showcase this diversity beautifully. One weekend you might find yourself swept up in Caribbean rhythms in Bocas del Toro, the next weekend witnessing traditional folk dancing in the mountains. The country's literature and art scenes are gaining international recognition, proving that Panama's cultural contributions extend far beyond its famous canal.
If you're enjoying this journey so far, don't forget to like and share this video. Your support helps us share these types of videos with a global audience. Thanks. Now back to the show.
Imagine a country where you can have breakfast on the Caribbean coast and lunch on the Pacific, all within a few hours' drive. Panama's unique geography makes this possible. Bordered by Costa Rica to the west and Colombia to the east, this S-shaped country features everything from coastal plains to a central spine of mountains, culminating in the famous Darien Gap, a dense jungle so impenetrable it's the only break in the Pan-American Highway. The climate is wonderfully predictable, tropical, warm, and humid year-round, with a rainy season from May to January and a dry season from January to May. What this means for daily life is that you can plan outdoor adventures almost any time of year, though you'll want an umbrella during the wet months. Ethnically, Panama reflects its history as a global crossroads. About 65% of the population is mestizo, with significant indigenous, African, mulatto, and white communities creating a remarkably diverse society where different traditions coexist and blend naturally. Women in Panama are rewriting traditional narratives across the country. Female literacy rates are impressively high, and women are leading the charge in secondary education, particularly in rural and indigenous communities where access to education was once limited. In urban areas, you'll find women in every professional field imaginable, from running major corporations to leading cultural institutions. While traditional family roles persist in some communities, the modern Panamanian woman often balances professional ambitions with strong family ties and active community involvement. This balance creates a society where career success and cultural preservation go hand in hand. Here's where Panama's story gets really interesting for international residents. The country has become a magnet for expats seeking high-quality living at a fraction of the cost they're used to paying. Many expats in Panama discover they can live comfortably on $1,300 to $2,000 a month, depending on their location and lifestyle choices. The government actively encourages international residents through programs like the Pensionado program, which offers retirees substantial discounts on everything from healthcare to entertainment. But it's not just retirees who are drawn here. Young professionals, digital nomads, and families are discovering that living in Panama offers an unbeatable combination of modern amenities, cultural richness, and financial freedom. Expats particularly gravitate toward Panama City for its cosmopolitan lifestyle, and Boquete Panama for its mountain charm and vibrant international community. The transition is made easier by Panama's use of the US dollar and the prevalence of English-speaking professionals, especially in healthcare and business. One of Panama's best-kept secrets is its healthcare system, which rivals many developed nations at a fraction of the cost. Modern hospitals staffed with well-trained doctors, many of whom speak English, provide world-class care. Medical procedures that might cost thousands in North America can be performed here for hundreds, without sacrificing quality. The education system is equally impressive, with compulsory schooling for ages 6 to 15 and high literacy rates across the country. The government continues investing in educational access, particularly for girls in rural communities, though like anywhere, quality and resources can vary by region. Let's talk numbers, because this is where Panama really shines. The cost of living in Panama is remarkably reasonable, especially when you consider the quality of life you receive in return. In smaller cities or rural areas, a couple can live quite comfortably on about $1,995 a month, including rent, utilities, groceries, and regular outings. Even in expensive Panama City, costs remain significantly lower than comparable North American or European cities. Factor in the Pensionado program discounts, and retirees find their dollars stretching even further. This economic advantage doesn't mean sacrificing comfort. You're still getting modern amenities, reliable services, and a lifestyle that many would consider luxurious.
Curious to dive deeper into today's episode? Click the link in the description for a detailed article exploring this incredible country even further.
Panamanian cuisine tells the story of the country's multicultural heritage on every plate. Rice, beans, corn, fresh seafood, and tropical fruits form the foundation, but the preparation reflects influences from Spain, Africa, indigenous traditions, and even North American tastes. Arroz con pollo, chicken with rice, might sound simple, but in Panama, it's elevated to an art form. Sancocho, a hearty stew that varies by region, serves as the unofficial national dish and the centerpiece of family gatherings. Fresh ceviche, prepared with the day's catch from either coast, showcases the country's abundant seafood. Meals are social events here. Street food culture thrives, with vendors serving everything from fresh fruit to grilled meats. The extensive coastline ensures fresh seafood is always available, while the mountainous regions contribute coffee that's gaining international recognition. You simply cannot talk about Panama without marveling at the engineering wonder that is the Panama Canal. Completed in 1914 after a construction saga worthy of its own epic novel, this waterway handles about 14,000 ships annually, each one saving an average of 8,000 nautical miles compared to sailing around South America. The canal's lock system raises and lowers massive vessels as if they were toys in a bathtub, a process that never fails to mesmerize visitors. The 2016 expansion allowed even larger new Panamax ships to pass through, cementing the canal's role as one of the world's most crucial trade routes. Standing beside these locks, watching container ships from around the world queue up like cars at a toll booth, you realize you're witnessing the arteries of global commerce in action. Panama offers attractions that cater to every type of traveler. Casco Viejo in Panama City combines colonial architecture with vibrant nightlife, where you can explore 16th-century churches by day and enjoy rooftop cocktails by night. The San Blas Islands offer pristine Caribbean beaches and the chance to experience Cuna culture firsthand. Boquete Panama draws visitors with its cool mountain climate, world-class coffee plantations, and hiking trails that wind through cloud forests. The town has become a haven for retirees and digital nomads seeking a slower pace without sacrificing modern conveniences.
If you're enjoying this video and want to support the channel, consider shopping through our affiliate links in the description. It won't cost you anything extra, but it helps us cover the costs of creating more great content for you. Thank you.
Bocas del Toro archipelago on the Caribbean coast provides laid-back island vibes perfect for snorkeling and diving. The UNESCO World Heritage Sites of Portobello and San Lorenzo showcase the country's colonial military history, while Volcan Baru, Panama's highest peak, offers challenging hikes and some of the best birdwatching in Central America. Panama makes visiting refreshingly straightforward. Citizens of many countries can enter visa-free for up to 180 days, with just a passport valid for at least 3 months, proof of onward travel, and sometimes proof of sufficient funds. Tocumen International Airport serves as a major regional hub, making connections convenient from around the world. For those considering a longer stay, the Pensionado visa remains one of the world's most attractive retirement visa programs, offering not just residency, but access to significant discounts on everything from medical care to entertainment. Whether you're planning a short visit or considering making Panama your new home, the country's welcoming attitude toward international visitors makes the transition surprisingly smooth. Panama isn't just another tropical destination. It's a country where modern convenience meets timeless culture, where your dollar goes further without sacrificing quality, and where every day offers the possibility of a new adventure. In a world of over-touristed destinations, Panama remains authentically itself, welcoming, diverse, affordable, and endlessly fascinating.
Next time, we're diving into something even more unexpected. Make sure you're subscribed to come along. Don't forget to check out our other videos on the right for more amazing stories. For more details about this video, travel guides, and travel-related items, be sure to check out our blog at wtravelwithsave.com. Thanks for watching. See you in the next adventure.